an old friend of the radio station, Drew Holcomb. Drew, I guess I'm calling you an old friend and old. We're both getting old together.
That's right, man.
Which beats the alternative.
Proud of it.
Yeah. Beautiful weather here. It's a little bit cloudy here in Nashville, but it's good weather to be outside. 75 degrees. It's a lot better than I'm sure summertime when you have outdoor show and it's 90, 95. That's not very fun for you.
No, we had some hot ones this summer for sure. We had one in Jacksonville. We went on stage and it was 95 and dark outside.
Oh my goodness. That's not, there's no hope left.
No, it was a very sweaty night. Yeah.
Well, Drew, tomorrow night is going to be out at Ascend Amphitheater. Been out on tour with Darius Rucker. Show starts at 8 o'clock. DrewHolcomb.com if you haven't gotten your tickets yet. He says pretty close to sold out. There's a few
a handful of lawn tickets
seats
left. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Has it been fun being on tour with Darius?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, my favorite thing has been his band and his crew and him. They're just like they're very hospitable. They treat everybody really well. And it's just been a very it's been a fun, easy tour for me and the band. And the crowds have been great, playing all over the country in these big, beautiful amphitheaters. And yeah, it's the last one. So
did I see you guys getting to play some golf?
We play a little golf together. Yeah. He's kind of a golf nut. I mean, I like to play too, but he plays almost every day.
Got it.
Yeah.
So you didn't win.
No. Actually, I hold my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Drew Holcomb hanging out here in the studio, touring in support of Strangers No More with his band, The Neighbors. Drew Holcomb and The Neighbors. Y'all have made a lot of records. I mean, there have been a lot of records. I don't know what the official count is, 9, 10?
I think it's around 9. I mean, we've just been part of it's just we've been a band for a long time. I mean, when I moved to town, I was 22 years old, and we'd already made a record in Memphis, and I write a lot, we record a lot, we tour a lot. It's just been kind of this beautiful thing where we just keep going, keep making records. We've never really this was the longest break we took between records, and it was 3.5 years, and obviously we had this thing happen, this pandemic.
yeah. I don't think that was on the schedule.
Yeah, we didn't. That was not on the schedule at all. It interrupted right in the middle of this record we put out called Dragons, which is a record that did great for us. And Strangers No More was this album that came out of kind of the gratitude of how much we missed the audience. It's like the album title's from this song called Dance with Everybody, which I wrote with Ketch Secor from Old Crow. It's a song, we wrote about the audience, and it's been really fun to get back on the road. We were out with Darius all summer, and then we were about a month into this headline run, and then November we're going out the Head and the Heart. So we're just kind of burning it down at both ends and having a lot of fun.
I see you dance with everybody at your shows. Jump in the barricade, going out in the crowd.
Yes, yeah. It's like for all these years, I think I took myself a little too seriously. I'm Mr. Serious songwriter guy. And we wrote this song, and I was like, man, this would actually be really fun to actually go dance with the crowd. And so I don't do it every night, but if it's the right thing, we close the show out with it, and I jump out in the audience and have a little dance party, which is, you turn 40 and you stop caring about, what the 30-year-old version thinks of yourself, and you start kind of just having fun.
It's true. You didn't hide from your 40th birthday either. You celebrated out at the Ryman.
Yeah, that's right. 2 nights at the Ryman. We've been playing the Ryman now for, I don't know, I think the first time we played it was in 2000. Maybe 15, and we were counting the other day. We think we've sold it out 9 times. I think we'll have to go for 10 and 11 next year. TBD on that. But the Ryman's a special place for us. It's also fun to play the Ascend. I mean, we've been there a couple times as an opening act, and Nashville's got so many great venues. I think we've played. We were talking earlier before on the air about 3rd and Lindsley. I mean, that's where I got my start, was playing Sunday Night Live. I think I did it 7 times in like a 2-year period of time.
What's crazy is I was talking to someone who seemed like an adult, maybe not quite my age, maybe just a little bit younger. And they're like, oh, yeah, they went to school right beside the radio station. There's a high school over here. I'm like, oh, what year did you graduate? They're like 2012. And I was like, wow, okay, yep. We already had Drew Holcomb on the radio by then.
For sure you did.
You'd already played Nashville Sunday night. Feel like maybe 2009 or something. I don't know. It's a little bit.
Yeah. I know exactly when it was, because I got married in 2006. And the first time I played it was opening for David Mead in the fall of 06.
David Mead.
Yeah.
Gosh. Man, great memories. Aren't we lucky? I did not even realize what town I was moving to, and I got here and started doing this radio thing, and then discovered our town, which is so great.
I mean, there's so many great records and great artists every year that, you know, there's all these great veterans and there's great new people every year. We've had this kid on the road with us. I mean, he's not really a kid, but he's quite a bit younger than me, named Josiah, and his group is called Josiah and the Bonnevilles. And I didn't even know he existed a year ago, and he's been in Nashville making these records in his bedroom with him and his guitar, and he's a great producer. You know, it's just cool. I mean, this town has, obviously we all have like a lot of frustrations with things, and as like any city does, but really, you know, what happens here musically, especially, you know, a lot of the great acts that play on you guys' station in particular, you know, it's like one of the only towns where there's no question what I'm listening to. It's here because there's so much talent, there's so much great music. And obviously not everything you play is from Nashville, but everybody has a respect for what's happening here and what's happened and what's going to probably continue to happen.
Without a doubt. Grateful to have been playing Drew Holcomb for all these years, and he's out touring Support of Strangers No More. If you're a stranger to Drew Holcomb and the Neighbors, there's still a chance to get some tickets. Not a lot of them left. DrewHolcomb.com. It's tomorrow night, which means tonight you get to sleep in your own bed.
Yes, what a miracle.
I'm sure you're excited about that. It'll be Drew Holcomb and Darius Rucker tomorrow night out at Ascend Amphitheater. We got your guitar here. We're on volume.com/lightning100. You want to take a peek into our tiny studio. What do you want to play for us, Drew?
Let's play Dance with Everybody.
Yes.
It's kind of it's a big, fun rock and roll song. Let's see what happens when it's just me. I don't think I've done this many times, so here we go.
You walked into this room, you hardly knew anyone. Sea full of strangers, just crashing on the rungs. When the band strikes, by the end of the night, strangers no more. I wanna dance with everybody who came through that door. Whether you came here to party, or you came here to cry, to meet somebody, cheat somebody, get low or get high. Well, come on, all you people with 2 feet on this floor. I wanna dance with everybody who came through that door. Whoa, let it all go. Whoa, shake up your soul. Throw your hands in the air. Throw your hat in the ring. Throw your hips and your heart into everything. Get lost in the crowd. Get down on the floor. I wanna dance with everybody who came through that door. Well, come all you saints and sinners, poets, prophets, and fools. All you cowboys, tricksters, hipsters, trying so hard to be cool. All you dreamers and schemers, thirsty for more. I wanna dance with everybody who came through that door. Whoa, let it all go. Whoa, shake up your soul. Throw your hands in the air. Throw your hat in the ring. Throw your hips and your heart into everything. Get lost in the crowd. Get down on the floor. I wanna dance with everybody who came through that door. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Let's put aside our differences and lace up our shoes. Let's narrow the distance between me and you. Meet me in the middle. Let's quit keeping score. I wanna dance with everybody who came through that door. Whoa, let it all go. Whoa, shake up your soul. Throw your hands in the air. Throw your hat in the ring. Throw your hips and your heart into everything. Turn the world on a string. Turn the winds on a dime. Turn the wheel to the west and the water to wine. Get lost in the crowd. Get down on the floor. I wanna dance with everybody who came through that door. I wanna dance with everybody who came through that door.
Lightning 100, Drew Holcomb, solo and acoustic here in the Volume.com studio. Going to have the band with him tomorrow night on stage at Ascend Amphitheater. Drew Holcomb and the Neighbors. Been out on tour with Darius Rucker and going to be out downtown Nashville at Ascend. I'm sure there's some people who haven't been and seen a show at Ascend yet, and it's such a cool
it's a great spot.
Yeah.
I mean, especially as an East Nashville resident, I love it because I can just ride my bike right over the walking bridge, park it, and go in.
Exactly.
And, which, I can't do tomorrow because I got to take my stuff with me. But
yeah.
But yeah, it's such a cool spot right there on the river. I've seen a lot of shows on there. I've seen the Beck, Fish. I mean, it's a great spot. I think that's crazy because now that it's been here for like a number of years, I take it for granted. I remember that wasn't here that long ago.
I know. Well, and it's not quite a full size amphitheater.
Yeah.
It's a little smaller and intimate. And there's pros and cons to that. I think as a person attending it, though, it's better.
No, I think it's a great place to see a show.
Yeah. Because we had, I don't know if you lived here yet, but we had Starwood Amphitheater.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I moved here like 6 months before Starwood was torn down. When I was dating Ellie, my wife, we went and saw Coldplay at Starwood in 2005, maybe.
Yeah.
And then now it's just a parking lot in the suburbs, right?
Oh man, it's it's a little sad. I remember seeing Coldplay at the Ryman. It was this.
Ellie was at that show too.
Was she?
Yeah.
It was this sold out show, and I didn't think I was gonna be able to get tickets. And then we had a DJ here at the time who's gone off in the military, doesn't live here anymore. Naked Dave was his.
Naked Dave, what a great radio name.
His on-air name, yeah. And he had asked me, he said, "Hey, you want to go to the show? You go with me." And my memory from it all these years later, because it's been over 20 years, is when they played Yellow and the whole place lit up color, because I feel like colors can kind of be part of a memory.
Well, there's everybody from Nashville, we love collecting the Hatch posters, from the Ryman shows. I've got like 40 of them. But there was one from that show that I'd seen at a friend's house, and Ellie had wanted it for years, and we couldn't find it. Kept looking all over the internet, and then once we started playing the Ryman, I got in touch with some folks there and worked some magic to dig deep in the vault and find one, and gave it to her for Christmas a couple of years ago.
That's awesome.
So that one has a special spot in the house.
Yeah, that and the ticket stubs, which I feel like we don't get our ticket stubs quite the same anymore. So often it's an e-ticket.
Yes, we sound like a bunch of old men on this radio station.
That's all right.
Remember Starwood and ticket stubs?
Hey, there's a lot of people who've been listening to the station. Yesterday, I did a 1990 request lunch.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was the year the station was born.
Oh,
and
wow,
we just
cool.
won number one. We're best of in the Nashville Scene Readers Poll.
Yeah.
Which
not surprising. Well done.
Hey, it feels good though.
Yeah, it should feel good.
It feels good to get some recognition. We just had Drew Holcomb here in the studio playing Dance with Everybody. That's one he wrote with Catch Secor. It's on the new record, Strangers No More. We got this summer, and that track on the studio version featuring the National Parks.
Yeah, that's right.
Who were just here recently. They're great.
They're so much fun. Yeah, they're great. Their live show is a complete energy fest. It's awesome.
You have some co-writes on here. One with your producer, Kason Cooley, with Dave Barnes, who's another local artist we've played here for years. You wrote All the Money in the World.
Yep.
And you have one with K.S. Rhodes, who is one of the most creative people in the universe.
Have you seen his Instagram videos?
Yes.
They're amazing.
I want the whole world to see them. There's no one who wouldn't think that it's wonderful.
It is really cool.
I don't know how we take it to the next level. It should be on SNL every week or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's a great. Yeah, he should have a national.
He should be on there. He should be one of their people. Yeah, the most recent one was Randy Newman singing "Row, Row Your Boat."
It kind of got me a little emotional, honestly, because it sounded just like Randy Newman, and he has these great videos that go along with it, and it was awesome.
You wrote "Find Your People" with him, which I mean that's the big hit from the record.
That's the hit. Yeah, we've this song has been really well received, and really proud of the song. It's a song we just sat down and wrote about. We were talking about friendship and how sort of essential it is in the chaos and tragedy and disorder of this current era that we all live in, and how important it is to have people. And it turned into this kind of a a folk anthem, I guess would be like the right way to describe it for people. And I get all these great stories about. I mean, yesterday, for instance, the Iowa women's basketball team made their big end of or mid-season, rah-rah video using the song. And I get that kind of stuff every day with the song, which is really cool. I'm proud of that.
It sure is. Yeah, I saw you were kind of talking a little bit how your fans receive your music and how it ends up inspiring you to keep making the music.
Yeah, because I mean, touring is sort of exhausting, but it's awesome. I'm not complaining. I love my job, but yeah, if it was just like, flash in the pan kind of stuff. And like you said, we've been doing this a long time. Made a lot of records, made a lot of music, written a lot of songs, been a lot of places. And what keeps it interesting is that when these songs connect with people in their lives and they tell you about it, that's pretty meaningful. And you can. Like the other night we were in Richmond, Virginia. I haven't been to Richmond in 10 years. And afterwards, this guy was waiting. He looked like he's like 22, 23. He's waiting at the bus with an older woman. And I'm like, okay, they waited like a long time. I'd been doing my laundry in the venue after the show. So, so I come out and he shows me this picture. He's like, hey, sorry to bother you, but like this is my mom. She brought me to see you play in 2012 when I was 10. And I wanted to bring her tonight because I ship off to Parris Island for the Marine Corps next week. And your song Dragons is my song for basic training, And I was like, man, that's freaking cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you do it long enough, you start to pick these stories up and people, and you just, there's a lot of gratitude for that.
We got Drew Holcomb here in the studio. Tomorrow night, Saturday night, going to be out at Ascend with Darius Rucker. On tour with Hootie, and going to be you want to play another song while you're here?
For sure. I'll play, speaking of Find Your People, I'll play a little acoustic version of Find Your People, and it goes like this.
You gotta find your people, the ones that make you feel all right, the kind you want to stay up with all night. You gotta find your people, the ones that make you feel whole and won't leave your side when you lose control. The ones that don't let you lose your soul. You gotta find your people, the ones that cut the joke, who understand what you're saying before a word is spoke. You gotta find your people, put the needle in the groove. When you're together, you got nothing to prove. When you're together, you got nothing to lose. In a world full of strangers, you don't know who to trust. All you see is danger, trying to find what you lost. You can't go it alone, everybody needs help. You gotta find your people, then you find yourself. You gotta find your people that'll call your bluff and who will ride along when the road is rough. You gotta find your people, the ones that make you feel equal. They pick you up and don't put you down. They help you find your way in the lost and found. In a world full of strangers, you don't know who to trust. All you see is danger, trying to find what you lost. Can't go it alone, everybody needs help. You gotta find your people, then you find yourself. The ones that understand you, the ones that lend a hand to you, the ones that don't demand anything from you. You gotta find your people, the ones that make you feel all right, tell you the truth and wish you well. You gotta find your people, then you find yourself. Yeah! You gotta find your people. You gotta find your people.
Lightning 100. Drew Holcomb live here in the Volume.com studio with one of the great songs from the new record from Drew Holcomb and the Neighbors, Strangers No More. That was Find Your People, one he co-wrote here in Nashville with K.S. Rhodes. And it's tomorrow night. We're going to finally, feels like we've been waiting for this show all year. Drew Holcomb is going to be with Darius Rucker out at Ascend Amphitheater. Been out on tour and got the Nashville date and got Drew home in time to sleep in his own bed tonight before the show, which I'm sure you will have gratitude.
Yeah, there haven't been a lot of those in the last few months. So
I'm quite sure of that. And I saw you must have some gratitude. In 2024, you're going to get to go to Glasgow and do a folk fest there. That sounds really cool. Coming up in January.
Coming up in January. We're about to announce a whole other bunch of shows kind of surrounding that over there. And then we're announcing some fun shows here in Nashville next Tuesday, so stick around for that as well.
And we also got your Neighborly Christmas.
Yeah, which is basically sold out. There's a couple single tickets if anybody wants to see a Christmas show by themselves.
Drew and Ellie Holcomb. Is it down to singles?
Yeah, it is.
December 21st, right before the holiday, out at Schermerhorn Symphony Center, and that feels like it's become an annual tradition. How many times have you done that?
I think we've done it like 12 out of the last 15 years. So. It's definitely a thing.
Pretty special. You know, one time they let me on stage at the Schermerhorn, and they asked me to conduct a song.
Really?
They did. It was a band playing with the symphony, and they were doing the songs of U2.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I just honestly, Drew, I really wish I had been in the high school band and just knew at least a little bit about conducting. Yeah.
Is this on video? Can I see this somewhere?
Luckily, I think this might be far enough away. It's not on YouTube.
I'd love to see that.
Oh man, yeah, it was entertaining. Well, I think we should wrap things up here. As you mentioned, you have had some tour dates and have some upcoming tour dates with Josiah and the Bonnevilles, who we'll be doing a sold-out Nashville Center Night Live from 3rd and Lindsley in a couple weeks on the 5th of November, something Drew Holcomb's no stranger of himself. And it looks like you put out a song together kind of in time for the spooky season here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we when we asked him to come out and open the fall tour, we hung out a little bit and got to know him and thought, well, it'd be fun to maybe write a song together, see what happens. So we did. We wrote this song called It Haunts Me, which is sort of a classic, tear in your beer, lost the one you love, she got away, he got away, whatever song. I really love this song, and we decided to put it out the day before the tour started about a month ago. And it's kind of caught on the sort of in streaming world, which is cool. But yeah, since it's Friday the 13th, I think we should play it. And it haunts me.
Friday the 13th. You don't get every year a Friday the 13th
in October, especially.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, let's do it. It haunts me. It is not only Drew Holcomb, but Drew Holcomb with Josiah from Josiah and the Bonnevilles on Lightning 100.